Everybody knows what day it is. It is hashtag Friday Potty. It's right behind my big head. You show up for the braids. You stay for the trades. It is the Wolfer Briefing. Ripple just beat the SEC in their lawsuit. Everybody's riding high. We're going to do some TA on Ripple. There's a lot of stuff, actually, that's happened just within the past about 24 to 48 hours inside of the markets, man. I love it. We've been taking awesome trades inside of the Nordic Alpha community. If you want to get in there, feel free to get in there. Do whatever you want to do, right? I'll show you how to do it. Well, I don't even have to show you how to do it. Just go. It's the first link in the description, right? And it's literally $29 a month, man. It's less than $1 a day, which is less than a shot of espresso. I don't know the last time an espresso gave you a trade that made you money. But my guess is the dollar's better off inside of that community. Just saying, do whatever you want to do. With that being said, I appreciate everybody for showing up. If you are here from the future, as you know, hello from the past. Make sure you smash the like and make sure you smash the like button. Make sure that you hit subscribe and then boom, baby, bang on that notification bell. Comment whatever you want in the relevant sections. We're going to get into the news-based stuff. We're going to talk about Burrow Core for all the wolfers. I'm not gonna be silent on that. Okay, I'm not going to stay silent on that as much as I think they would love for me to stay silent on. It ain't gonna happen. Something's gonna happen, one way or another. And I'll tell you what's going on with that. But you're gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to wait. We're gonna talk about some other stuff first. So first and foremost, let's get into the stuff. Okay. Let's put this right over here. One second. And kaboom! This like happened like literally yesterday, man. See, like these guys are only trying to charge you $1 too. Now theirs is $1 a week, mine's $1 a day. All they're gonna do is tell you the news. I'm gonna predict the moves. Sometimes. Nothing's guaranteed in trading, man. Nothing's guaranteed in trading. You got to take it serious. Otherwise, you will lose all your money. The SEC did in its lawsuit with Ripple. The company is to pay a $125 million fine. Well, that's not much for them. Although, to us mere peasants, the little poo putts on the internet, with our little 18 Ripple that we have in our wallet that so many influencers are telling us is going to $100,000 and it's going to turn into $1.8 million, that 18 Ripple. To us, this seems like a lot of money. To Ripple, that would be like somebody coming up to me and saying, hey, give me $1. Okay, I guess I can spare $1. SEC to Ripple. That's what Ripple's saying. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty self-explanatory thing. It's literally like 2 lines. SEC said it ended its case, accusing Ripple Labs of selling unregistered securities. $125 million fine, baby. Intact and ending one of the cryptocurrency's industry's highest and longest profile lawsuits. They agreed on Thursday to dismiss their appeals as well. And we're just going to call it a day. Everybody's going to go home and eat some pizza with their beautiful families. That's all we're going to do. Moving on, man. And look at this. See, they're spending more. I thought this would be a good joke. Just funny. They're literally spending more to acquire a stablecoin payments platform called Rail. You probably, if you're in the cryptocurrency market long enough, you know what Rail is. Then they're settling with the SEC for it. So they're like, yeah, dude, sure, no problem. Meanwhile, in the background, they're acquiring this for 2 times that money. Oh, man, the tangled webs we weave and the way that these things shake out, you just can't write it in books, can you? So all the Ripple people, wait, has Ripple gone to $7,000 yet? Like all the influencers were telling you it was going to go? We're not even going to look on this chart. We'll just pull it up on CoinMarketCap. Damn! Ripple's not at $1,000 yet? What? Influencer? You kidding me? You told me this was going to be $100 by today. And $1,000 by next week. And it was going to go to 100K by the end of the year. I'm going to have to stop watching these influencers, man. I'm going to have to stop making financial decisions based off idiots that are preaching nonsense that makes no mathematical. There is zero mathematics behind what they do. They're just screaming. Here, I'm going to pull up a random coin. This coin is at 98 cents right now. Aerodrome Finance by the end of 2025 will be at $200 for sure. Guaranteed. How does it get there? I have no idea. Why does that make any sense from a mathematical perspective? I have absolutely zero clue. But it's going to 200x. And Ripple is going to 3000x now to 100. Thou wow. I'm just playing with y'all. Okay. Bitcoin and crypto rallies as Trump signs an executive order opening up the 401k plans to these alternative assets. So that means essentially you can invest your 401k, things like that, into crypto. That's great news, I think. I think it opens up a new market. Now, here's the thing, and I'm going to go off on my tangent as I always do when we talk about these things. The one thing I want people to understand is that if this is to be bullish for the market, the ability to put your 401k, retirement accounts, things of that sort into crypto, it needs to get put into actual crypto, like where you hold the crypto, not ETF shares that are fake, right? Because we all know that ETF shares, I can go and buy an ETF share for Ethereum right now. And that doesn't technically, I don't own any Ethereum. That doesn't technically buy any Ethereum. The only time Ethereum is bought or sold is if they have a surplus of cash coming in as it pertains to the value of Ethereum that they have, or the amount of Ethereum that they have. Then they need to go and buy more Ethereum, okay, to back those ETF shares. Now, if they have a massive outflow where people cash out of the ETF, then they will sell Ethereum. So just be cognizant of that and understand that if these 401k accounts indeed do invest in crypto, they need to invest in crypto, literally. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, whatever, needs to be held in the coins, self-custodied in escrowed wallets per individual. What do I mean by that? Well, because 401ks, you can't touch it, right? It's held by an escrow service and a management company, right? Majority of the time. They need to hold the crypto in an escrow wallet, okay? But it needs to be your crypto only in that wallet, holding it on your behalf. That's my 2 cents. Staking. This is the wrong one. The SEC declared that staking is not a security. I mean, that's great news for people. I don't really care because we actually run validator and master nodes, which we know are not securities, but it's like that would be like calling a house a security, right? I don't know, whatever. We'll get into the TA here in a second. That's great news for people though, because it lifts a lot of BS out of the regulatory rigmarole that they've been giving us. Cloud mining versus staking. Which one is actually more profitable in 2025? If you would like to go and read this article, very long article, it makes a lot of really good points. I'm not going to try to bias you one way or another. I know a lot of people want yield on their assets. Okay, there's a couple of ways you can do that: staking, or you can just mine said assets, right? Or you can run master and validator nodes, similar to what Wolfer Finance does. Okay, so the long-awaited moment that everyone has been waiting for. Let's talk about Burl Core, shall we? Hi. Me again. So Burl Core has decided that they have not, they are not prioritizing issuing us our tokens thus far, right? Thus far. So essentially that is the situation as it sits right now. We have been KYC'd with Burl Core. We did not ask to get out of Burl. In fact, I actually advised against that to people live on this channel on these Wolfer briefings. And I told everybody we weren't getting out of Burl Core and that we were going to stay the course. That's what we have decided to do. Now, they have moved the needle in terms of like how the mechanism is that delivers said ownership, stake, or tokens and rewards. Okay, so now you have to be, this is an education for anybody that cares too. Now you have to get into their dashboard and register on their marketplace, KYC, add your wallets, pass your KYC, which is no problem. It's like instant if you do it right. Once you add your wallets, they go into what is called a pending state. Then they need to be approved, and then they will mint new token. Like add the wallet that has your Burl Core tokens in it, right? The old Burl Core token. Then you get your wallets approved. They check to see, okay, how many Burl Core tokens are in this wallet. Bang, they mint new tokens to your wallet, and they send it. They airdrop them to your wallet. Simple enough, right? Like, fair enough. You know, fair play. Fair play if they do it. What do I mean by that? What do you mean by that, Drew? Well, I'll tell you what I mean by that. I mean, we have been KYC'd for 3 weeks, over 3 weeks now. And we still do not have our new Burl Core tokens. We have also reached out to Burl Core in many different ways. I reached out because obviously we got taken out of the Discord because we don't have the new tokens. So we can't get into that Discord and say anything to anybody. Surprise, surprise. So what did I do? I went to the Project 79 Discord, you know, raised my issue, tagged everybody, tagged, you know, the Charles guy, tagged Sam. Sam actually got back to me and said, hey, you know, drop this in a ticket, blah, blah, whatever. And then he reached out to some people. We had a bunch of people from Wolfer reach out to Burl Core. Please, for the love of all that is holy, continue doing that because we still yet to have a resolution. Okay. Now, what do we understand? We understand that we're in Uganda this week. Was there meant to be a resolution by the end of this week? That's what they told me for the most part on the text message, because not only did I reach out inside the Project 79 Discord, then I got into the Burl Discord, opened a ticket, tagged everybody, did bing, bang, boom. Nobody replied, right? I emailed them 2 weeks ago. I've emailed them 4 or 5 times. 0 reply since then. I also went and found the thingy. No, I did not find it. Paul D found the WhatsApp numbers, called or texted them, gave them the whole rigmarole situation, wrote up this big, massive, right? Wrote up this big, massive, as you can see, massive text, right? And explained to them everything, and then this is what I got. Morning. I will take a look and make inquiries this coming week and revert back accordingly. Not, hey, don't worry, dude. Like, we're going to take care of it. Obviously, you invested in our company. We're going to not, you know, we're not going to fraud you out of your money. I will make inquiries. Thanks, man. So what did I say back? I'll even show you. Thank you. We'll look forward to reverting or hearing back this week. Can't wait to see this thing take off. When the mine is up and running 100%, we'll be keen to put out a positive public opinion as well when it's all sorted. Me. I'm willing to do that. Why are you willing to do that, Drew? Because I want to see them do well. I have no ill will towards Burl Core. I want to see them do well. Why do you want to see them do well, Drew? Whoa, because I'm invested in them. Because Wolfer's invested in it. Who'd have thought, right? It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Let's see what they do. We've got a bunch of people reaching out to them. I've gotten but one reply from them. I know for a fact that there's some higher level people inside of their own ecosystem that are telling them like, yo, for the love of all that is holy, man, sort this out, right? This isn't $500, guys. Also, just so you know, just to go on record with this, raise your hand if you're a Wolfer token holder and also a Burl token holder. I'm sure that there's a bunch of them. Actually, I know that for a fact because I literally am told this by hella people inside of the Wolfer Discord. So, Burl, you're not just harming Drew Wolfer. It's your own people as well. It's not just my tokens. It's Wolfer Finance's tokens too. 1,000+ people are in that company. You have 1,000+ people in your company. How much overlap do you think there is? Especially when Project 79 was going on, Sam and them flew me out to Dubai. Oh yeah, and let's clear the air on that too. I didn't know Dignan. I had no idea who Dignan was until Sam flew me out to Dubai. That was the first time I'd ever met Dignan. Ever a day in my life. Dignan stole everybody's money. He's been convicted of that now. That means he stole my money too. I don't like Dignan. Why would I like somebody that took money from basically me and my company? Why on earth would I like or have anything good to say about that individual? My whole thing was, hey, once it's proven, good, right? That was my whole thing. So Burl Core, I implore you, as do a lot of your hundreds and hundreds of investors that are being affected by this, I would implore you to just issue the tokens, man. It's not hard. Sam clicks the button. You guys know how much we have. We're one of your top holders. Our treasury wallet is literally documented on our website. It's been the same one for day one, from day one. We've never moved our tokens ever a day in our lives from that wallet. All you got to do, issue those tokens, issue my tokens. You never have to talk to me. You don't have to like me. You never have to hear from me again. And I'll be glad to go and issue a positive public opinion of you guys. But unfortunately, the situation as it sits right now, you, my friends, are in 100% control, Burl Core. You are in 100% control of how I move forward and how I talk about you. So if I am going to issue a public opinion that is positive, it's going to be because you handled this properly and expeditiously. Even though it's not expeditiously because it's already been over 3 weeks. But I'm saying from here, expeditiously. And I think it would look very good for your company if you're starting off on this good new foot where you guys are going to get the mine up and running and everything's going to be flowing well and you're this legitimate company. I think it would be a pretty good indication to leave all those other things in the past, right? And just issue the people that gave you money their tokens. I think that would be a good practice. I don't think your first act as a quote unquote great company should be to keep hundreds of thousands of dollars or 6 figures worth of tokens from some of your investors. I don't know. That would look odd to me. I would, if I was a Burl Core investor, I would be questioning the leadership and the legitimacy of a company that would be willing to do something like that. I'm not saying you're willing to do something like that. I'm saying we're about to find out. Pressure's on. Let's do some TA. I'm done talking about it. With that said, let's go to Bitcoin, baby. Oh, man. Oh, man. The Nordic Alpha Discord prints again. Boy, we gave it away yesterday. How you like that? Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice. All right, I'll stop. There you go. This is the trade that we gave out yesterday. Don't believe me? I'm telling you, man. Get into Nordic Alpha, dude. Dudes and dudettes, homies and homettes. Men and women, boys and girls. And non-binary people alike. Who's that guy? Who that is? My face looks crazy. There it is. There it is, friends and fam bam. There's the trade. Gave it out yesterday, just saying. Do whatever you want to do, but last night, I literally said, hey, watch for this scenario to happen. And then look what happened. What was going on? Oh, trading it. Bang, bang. Hit the level perfectly. Now, you got to figure out where this thing's going, okay? Well, the first logical level, we have a downward sloping parallel, okay? I'm gonna alter my FRVP just a little bit. Let me double click this. I want to save this. Oh my gosh. No. Okay. Okay. Cool. So because I want people to be able to see like what's over there, right? So in any case, when in doubt, zoom out. We are in a downward sloping parallel, okay? We smacked into the bottom end of it. We have the FRVP here from this massive move up, right? This parabolic move after we set a new all-time high, right? This is where we set a new all-time high, right? We cracked it. We came back, we back tested at a support, we blasted up, we came up here, okay? That's what this fixed range volume profile is pulled from, okay? So that's just high level analysis of it. If you want to learn how to do this stuff, I am coming out with a very inexpensive training that is going to be better than literally everyone else's training in the market. It's going to make everybody else look just greedy because I'm going to charge you essentially nothing for it. And I'm going to give you more than what everyone else gives you. Why? Because I actually know it. I actually do it. I'm actually a verified pro trader and I don't need to charge you $10,000 for it. They can do it if they want, but I'm not going to. I want to see people do well. I don't want you to be $10,000 in the hole by getting trained by me. I'd rather you be $200 in the hole. That's manageable to make back. 10 grand, bro. These guys are nuts, dude. These guys are wild, dude. They be charging some money. I get it, but damn. In any case, first logical scenario, come up here to this point of control. Point of control, 118, man. That's going to be your first level of serious resistance. Now, obviously, are you going to have smaller term resistance here at 117.3 all the way up to 117.6? Absolutely. Is that the previous consolidation zone? Absolutely, right? Totally get that. But for all intents and purposes, you are coming up here and trying to test 118. When you get up there, what can you do? You can short. You can short at the point of control as it pertains to intersecting the bottom end of this trend channel. Let me see if I got the thingy. Bang. Especially if it's intersecting at the same time, right? Now, we have regained these moving averages. We are bouncing from the 50. That is good news, especially if this 100 continues to start coming upwards, right? This is a dynamic support and or resistance, right? Depending on whether you are above it for support or below it for obvious resistance, right? These are dynamic supports and resistances. We have now reclaimed this 50 moving average. We would like to see a move upwards. Let's see where VWAP is. This only matters for today, by the way, VWAP. Why is this even on here? Got it. Yeah, we're just under VWAP. You start reclaiming 116.6, call it 116.7. You claim that level, you're looking very good. So watch out right here at VWAP. That's all I'm saying, okay? Let's check out XRP. You know the trades, right? You know the trades. And if you want the real trades at the right time, get into the Nordic Alpha Discord. I barely charge people anything. I charge you enough to hold you accountable that you actually care about getting the information and aren't just freeloading. That's it. $1. I think that's fair. I don't think that that is out of the question. Anybody that thinks it is, that's fine. You don't have to join. I get it. I get it. Totally get it. We are under VWAP, unfortunately, on XRP as it sits right now. We can turn this VWAP session off. XRP got a nice little pump, man. XRP got a nice little pump. Okay, we might have an inverted head and shoulders here too. But I think if we do, the unfortunate aspect of that is that it has already played out. Correct. Correct. It did play out. I wish I could have told you this earlier. Get into the Nordic Alpha community and maybe I will. Yep. 70 to 80% of the measured move. Bang, right there. Played out perfectly. It's almost like they were telling you that this was going to happen. Show me the charts, I'll show you the news type shit, you know? As it sits right now, you've taken out this swing high. You're looking bullish. So long as you stay, so long as you stay above this swing high right here, $3.10, you are bullish. If you are looking for an entry, it's right here. $3.12 to about $3.14, $3.15. If you're looking for long entries, you lose that level, it's a problem. We're going to take this head and shoulders off of here because it doesn't matter anymore. And I bet you this is a 0.618 retrace. Anybody want to bet me a kiss on the lips with it? Comment in the comment section below if you want to bet me a kiss on the lips. You feeling lucky? You think you're going to beat me? That's what we do on this channel. Dude, we put up things that matter. You gonna bet me a kiss on the lips? I don't care about your dollar. I'm not gonna bet you $5. There's something that matters to you. Something you ain't gonna want to lose. All joking aside. Shooter. Who watched Happy Gilmore 2? It was hilarious. Yeah, it did. It did. 0.618. Came up, reclaimed it, couldn't hold it, bang, rejection, bounced off the 0.5, boom. You really just need to reclaim $3.31. Pucker up, baby. Pucker up, big boy. Pucker up. I won't make any more jokes about that, even though there's about 4 I could make right now with the content that has been on this stream right now. I will hold back. I will save it to a later date. I will put it in my pocket. XRP is looking bullish, to be honest with you. The one thing I would want to see, though, is you really just need to get above this level right here. Connect these two highs. This is going to be your resistance point. $3.56 is like boom town for XRP. That is 30 cents away from here. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's 10% pump, right? But I mean, for an asset like this that does this type of stuff, is that a big pump? 7% in an hour on that? It has the ability to do those things and get there. Anybody got anything they want? I'll wait. Like, I'll give it a couple of minutes and I will talk about ETH. Drop it in the comments section. Drop it in the comments section what you want me to do technical analysis on. Imagination of innocence. I am busy as hell with my own business, but would like to know what your training schedule looks like. It's at your own pace, man. Man or woman or non-binary person. I don't know. Person, human being. Hopefully you're human. Hopefully you're not AI. I don't know who's AI. I don't know who isn't. I don't know what's going on in this world, right? I appreciate the compliment that my TA is more in-depth and coherent than most people. I just try to make it make sense for people is essentially what I do. It's go at your own pace. I mean, it's like, it's a training, man. It's a training. Like, you got to come into it. You got to take it serious. And you really just need to like go into it with the mentality of like, I'm going to learn this, right? And you will learn it. You will learn stuff. I promise you, you got to do it. But it's go at your own pace. I do not, if you buy the training, you're going to have access to it for life. I'm not going to like be like, oh, you can only have access to it for 3 months and then it's gone. Like, I don't do that stuff. I'm a very reasonable person in these senses. Some things in life I might not be as reasonable about, but with this, I am inherently much more reasonable. ETH could be confirming above the massive trend line that we needed to see it confirm above for a bull market, baby. For a bull season on altcoins, that is what ETH would kick off. We need to see this 1 hour candle close here, and we would like to see the 4 hour candle, the next one, close above whatever the close is of this candle, if this candle is indeed a breakout candle. We won't know that for 6.5 hours. There's 2.5 hours left. We'll see. So, what is this line that I'm talking about, right? Well, as you can see, if you connected those highs, I mean, we called this out a long time ago. We said, look, bruh, you got to get above this. You got to back test it. Bing, bang. And we're probably going to be coming up here more to about the $5,700 range. What is that range, you say? What is that range, Drew? Well, that is what is called a trend-based Fibonacci that I teach you inside of that training, exactly how to do this, to predict where markets could go when they crack new all-time highs. And that is where it could go, $5,700. Clip it, screenshot it, save it, send it to your mom, hold me accountable. Let's see if we get to $5,700 if my scenario happens. Obviously, we got to stay above this 0.618 Fibonacci, which is at $3,900. As it sits right now, we're doing that. We come up above this, we confirm above here, we're breaking this lower high downtrend. This is extremely, extremely bullish news for ETH. I cannot stress this enough. This is a great time to enter at the 0.618, 3864. If we reclaim this, we never claimed it. If we claim this, we get a confirmation candle above it. This is the breakout candle, right? This be the breakout candle, right? We need to get a confirmation candle over here. I would like to see a pump up, a subsequent retest of this, catch point and bounce from 3876 to about 3950. That's where you would enter your longs to then start targeting $5,700. Obviously, your first target is going to be right here at $4,700, which is just under, you guessed it, the $4,800 all-time high. Okay? That's it. It's that simple. So with that being said, nobody has anything that they want me to look at. I'm going to give everybody their day back. Okay? If you want, by the way, I am done filming this training. I will start kicking up the content very soon. Give me like a week or so, maybe even 2 weeks to start just bang, bang, bang. I'm going to be everywhere. I'm going to be doing everything. We're going to be having fun. We're going to be giving out education. We're going to be giving out trades. We're going to be doing all those things. But if you really want the targeted, just get into the Nordic Alpha Discord. I promise you it's the cheapest it'll ever be, the least expensive it will ever be. Do whatever you want. If you're a wolfer and you want to help with this whole burrow core situation, hound them. Continue to hound them. We already have like a half a dozen people that have hit them up. And the more that they get annoyed, the more likely they are to say, dude, let's just get this thing done so we never have to talk to this guy ever again, right? And we're not taking the refund. And you're not going to be able to force us to take a refund either. So issue the tokens and we can stop talking about it. And I will issue a positive experience with you guys, right? Just like I did after I got back from Dubai. I sung your praises, dude. Feel however you want to feel about it. It doesn't change the facts. I will see you all soon. I appreciate you all so much for showing up. Everybody have a good hashtag Friday Pie Day, as we call it in the Wolfer household, with your beautiful families. I'm waiting for my beautiful wife to get home. I can't wait to have a hashtag Friday Pie Day with my family. Everybody have a wonderful day. I will see you soon, and hopefully I see you in the Nordic Alpha Discord. Peace.